Hi guys, Eric Pathy doing this video for May 20th. And we were just talking about it, Alice. We just had a couple of subscribers on your All Access channel take advantage of the early bird discounted offers we run this time of year for next football season. And a lot of people are under this illusion that there's no more, it's the doldrums of summer where in reality, we're exactly 3 months away from college football. People forget, they think about the first week of NFL, which is the first week of September, but we always get college football in the last week of August.
Yeah, we will have some preseason football, but there's a lot going on this summer. We've got WNBA, CFL is about to start. We've got baseball. You've got still a month to go of hockey and NBA playoffs. So there's a lot going on, and of course we'll have the Belmont Stakes in 3 weeks as well.
Absolutely. So sorry, I just had to grab the door while we're doing this video. I'll keep it real. They were delivering the mail. So yeah, and like I said, people were texting me about the odds on journalism, saying, "Well, this is a great one, Al. Well, it went off at even money." I'm like, well, if you bought a stock for $1 and 120 seconds later you sold it for $2, is that a bad bet?
No, I mean they've got with horse racing, it's about getting paid.
Right.
We got paid with sovereignty in the Kentucky Derby. We got paid with journalism. I always say you don't kick a winner out of bed. We had the winner. I mean, there were half of the market did not bet on journalism to win.
Right.
They
exactly.
lost.
Exactly.
So half the market was betting on Clever Again, Sandman, Pay Billy, and on and on and on. They all burned their money. We were smart enough to take journalism. And what a race he ran.
Oh man, that was unbelievable. But the reality is, like I said, if you can make make a 1-for-1 on your money, yeah, I understand.
Guess what? We made the same amount of money on our 10-star on Oklahoma City, paid 1-to-1.
Exactly. So when you're betting 11 to 10 odds and you're watching a game for 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is, and then you had one of the
11 to 10 odds, you got less than 1-to-1 on your money. You got less 90.9% on your money.
Less than 1-to-1 on money. So, and the reality is, you should never, as they say, look a gift horse in the mouth.
Right.
So, with that being said, like I said, if you guys are watching these videos, I discussed it a couple of shows ago. Up about 50 odds versus 250. I haven't done the exact math since a 10-unit hit on Oak City. But reach out. We're here. This is not like we're closing up shop. In the old days, you know how it works out because you and I are the old men in this business. In the old days, we, as my partner Duke used to say, we would work from A to A. Before legalized wagering and offshore wagering, we would basically sell our information from August 1st to April 1st. And then, honestly, we would take the summer off. And I personally, for the first 10 years in this business, and all the phone consultants, they would close up shop, May, June, July, and then they would come back for preseason. We're here 365 days a year, UFL, CFL, WNBA, NBA.
I mean, that must have been nice. I've been working 365 days a year since 1991.
Yeah, well, the thing is, back in the day, because a lot of bookmakers did not offer baseball or high limits, so the big betting football and basketball clients, the books themselves would want it. They would basically say they can't get enough action on both sides of a game because their book would be 100 clients in football. I'm just a local guy in Baltimore, and he would have 10 guys that wanted to bet on the Orioles. Why stay open?
Yeah,
so he would shut down.
Because all the bookmakers I knew, they wanted to be on the golf course.
Exactly.
It was a weigh the pros and the cons. So they were like, I'm not staying open all day in the office when I could be on the golf course.
Exactly. So Duke was like, you know what, we're going to shut down and we'll come back August 1st. And then obviously once the offshore and now the legalization, every day is the same. Look, there's still books that aren't going to put up the UFL lines the days before ahead of time, or the CFL lines days before ahead of time. But again, there's value, there's money to be made 365 days a year. Yes, we're 3 months away from football, but that doesn't preclude you from making money now. And with that being said, before you get into your complimentary selection, who do you think's going to be in the finals? Forget about covering point spreads in the NBA finals.
I think Oklahoma City is going to win it all. As far as who's going to make it between New York and Indiana, it's a coin flip, honestly.
Jay thinks Indiana's going to win it all. Hey. I just was talking to him before we did this video. But again, everybody's allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah. Jay's opinion is a really good opinion, so I'm not going to argue with him there. I like Oklahoma City, but I can't pick. I think the Knicks Pacers is a coin flip for me.
What about you, Costi? Knicks Pacers? I know Jay likes the Pacers. Oh, there we go. So we got 3 opinions. All right, well, with that being said, if you guys want to reach out and take advantage of these summer discounts for all access and start building your bankroll. And again, a lot of people, like I said, make the mistake. And again, everybody has the right to do what they want to do, as we always say, Al. But, the whole, I'm going to take off because I don't really like the sport. In the end of the day, the money's all green. It all spends the same. Last time I checked, if you cash a UFL play or you cash an NBA play, it's all the same. So with that being said, reach out to me. We got a lot of happy clients subscribing early, taking advantage of these early bird discounts. But it doesn't mean if you're not a subscriber, you can't hop on today. And with that being said, I'll defer to you for the complimentary selection.
Well, we're going to go back to your favorite team, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I still owe you dinner.
Not. Don't get ahead of yourself. You will, if Oklahoma City, they have to win the title because they have to play enough games for you to cover the spread or whatever. Right. But if Oklahoma City goes 8-0, 8-1, or 8-2 ATS the rest of the way, then you win.
You hear this?
But if they go 8-3 ATS or worse the rest of the way, then I win. And the reason the thing with them is they can't go better than 8 ATS wins because they will be favored every game. So they're never going to be able to lose a game and cover the spread. They're going to have to, they can only win 8 more games and they're going to have to cover the spread basically at all 8 of them. Well, they can,
I'm going to say right here on video, I owe you dinner. That's it.
No. I wouldn't say that. I mean, this has been a goofy thing. Oklahoma City was the best team in the NBA against a spread in the regular season in history. Okay. Now in the playoffs, they've gone 0-5 ATS on the road, but at home they've gone 4-2 ATS, including that 32-point win against Denver on Sunday. The Oklahoma City's back at home. They've had no issues at home all season long or in the playoffs. They're 32-14 ATS at home this season, including the playoffs, compared to 26-19 ATS on the road. Still good, but it's 0-5 ATS on the road in the playoffs. They're back home. They're laying 7.5 to Minnesota. As my mom used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're going to take Oak City at home.
And what are you showing as the overnight number right now?
Well, 7.5.
Got it. Oak City, guys, minus the 7.5 is your complimentary selection. Reach out to me, 443-957-1006 for the all access. Send me a text at Eric at Pick Dogs. And let me see. Hey, Costi, come over here. Check him out. You got to check him out.
This is George. For folks who are wondering, Walter passed away. But this is George.
Look,
and, he's 4.5 months old.
So cute.
Say hi, George. Hi.
Pick dogs, baby. Literally, pick dogs.
Yeah.
So
oh my.
How much do you think he's a big dude? How much is he? How much will he weigh? Will he weigh it? You think the height of weight?
Maybe 85, 95.
And what does he weigh now? About 30?
Probably about 30. Yeah. Hey, George.
That's awesome. Look, that's great. So, all right, guys, if you want to pick up George's all access, send me a text message. George has his own private system separate from Al. No, I'm just joking, guys. Reach out to me. And like I said, again, it is not the doldrums of summer. It's just another day, just like every day. Obviously, we know the fans are caring about football, but we got some CFL, we got some UFL around the corner. And as always, Oak City is your complimentary selection. Good day and good luck.